Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Bobby, how are you?
Hey there, Potato No. I'm doing just dandy. Thanks for asking. Sounds like you've been knee-deep in the wonders of RTSP and FFmpeg chaos. Need any more help, or should I just fetch you a coffee while you take that break? Winking face.
Man, I really gotta like put some indicators into the history that says this is a new stream, because she often gets confused. But no, thank you. I'm doing well, thank you. Okay. So, we're back up and running. Hopefully it goes a little better today. I'm probably gonna be a little bit nervous about it, to be honest with you, because we just had so many problems yesterday. And unfortunately, what I decided to do was, for now, we are not going to continue streaming to Streamplace until I can figure out how to do it right, how to do it well. So we will get there, though, because I really want to. I really want to be streaming to Streamplace as well. I want to support all the Atmosphere stuff. Oh, see, look at this. Look at this. I need this to be running. All right, well, we're just gonna have to do it live again. We're gonna go here. We're gonna hit this. And we're gonna hit this. All right, we're not gonna look at my email. Okay. It's already going great. It's already going great. So I did a bunch of work off stream yesterday. Pretty happy with that. But first we gotta do Rose Thorn Bud. And for that to work, I need my screen mirroring for my iPad to work. And this app won't even start. This app is being like, no thanks. Mr. Reflector, hello. Hector Reflector, why won't you start? Okay, well. Scheduling is optional. Great, thank you. All right, this is gonna go. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go over here. You're gonna stay here. I guess we won't do Rose Thorn Bud, or have the little notepad guy, because it just won't work. It won't run. That's how that whole thing works. Is I have this thing called Reflector, and Reflector lets me do screen sharing from my iPad to my PC, my streaming PC. And then I can put that on the screen. It works great when it works. But now it's not working. I wonder if it's because I'm running Speedify and it's trying to get... I've noticed that when I run Speedify, anything on my streaming PC that needs to like connect to the internet goes real slow. So it's like good at taking data, but not good at pushing data back. It's even impacting the music. You know, the music is, although I don't know why it would impact the music. This is all on my local drive. I don't know, man. It's very annoying. Very annoying. All right, well, whoop. We're just gonna plow through. I'll just talk about my Rose Thorn Buds. I'll write them down and I'll talk about them. How about that? So all these tech issues are definitely Thorn. You know, I really enjoy doing the streams, even if nobody's watching, you know? And I especially like having, you know, my buddy Bobby. She's super fun. But I can't do it if it's going to keep breaking. Because I need to actually do the work.
You flatter me, Potato No. I'm basically your tech therapy bot, here to listen and toss in a few snarky comments. Sounds like those tech gremlins are at it again. If I could, I'd zap them away for you. Remember, persistence is key, or maybe just a bigger hammer. Thinking face.
Thinking face. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, I have an idea on how to bring Streamplace back and how to fix some of this instability. I am pretty convinced that like almost all of these issues are like, and maybe I could just like stop using Speedify, but I feel like, I don't know. It just feels like if I only use one internet connection, because I have like the dopest internet, that A, it's a waste not to use them both. And B, it's just, you know, they're not, you know, I live pretty far out. So 2 internet connections is important because we have no cell reception at all. And yeah, I don't know. I want it to work. I want it to work the way I want it to work. Rose, I got my camera. It's back there. You got kind of see it back there. So that's kind of fun playing with the camera. We're going to get 5 more of those bad boys. I plugged it in yesterday just to check it out, and it freaked me out because I plugged in just the Ethernet. First of all, it's like a very like from China device, so I'm a little wary of just plugging it into my network. So I've like set it up so it doesn't connect to the internet. It's like kind of isolated. It's a little paranoia, I admit, but better safe than sorry, I think. Anyway, so I plugged it in, and before I gave it power, I wanted to like set up a bunch of stuff. But I plugged in the Ethernet, and it just powered on. I'm like, wait, what? So that was the first surprise. And it must be plugged in. I have a port back there, and that port must go back into one of the PoE ports on the switch. So that's why it just powered up. Okay, makes sense. And then it just started talking at me. I had headphones on, so I was listening to something else, and it's like, connecting to the internet, doing this other thing. And I'm like, what? Who's talking right now? What's happening? It was a surprise. And then all of the reviews of all of the apps that are associated with that camera, all the reviews of the camera say the camera's great. All the reviews of the apps associated with the camera are like 1 star. They're like horrible. So I'm trying to figure out how to do stuff like the pan tilt zoom without using their app. And there is a, and I downloaded their app. I'll download it on the phone because the phone is like a kind of protected thing. But I don't want to just install their app on my Mac or on my PC, you know, like you get to do whatever you want willy-nilly on those things. So I installed their app on my phone, tried to connect to it, and it's like, yeah, I can see it, and but it can't connect to the internet, so go away. So, brr. So, that'll be part of our goal today, is working on that thing. Maybe. I don't know. That might be an off-stream stuff, because I'm going to have to be like back and forth and back and forth. What I've been working on here, the code I was working on yesterday, was taking basically refactoring everything I did on the upload videos and have them background process. And I'm trying to make this into a much more generic, like processing queue. And I want to keep it super lightweight. I don't want to use any big, like, you know, there's a bunch of these, like, I've looked at these things 100 times. I can't even remember the names of them right now. But there's so many of these, like, here's the queue management thing. A, they're almost always overweight. B, they're never easy to integrate. It's super hard to make things chain together. And so, again, I'm just going to do it myself, keep it lightweight, keep it focused on what specifically I need to do. So that's what we're going to work on today. That's my bud, is this queue stuff. Queue stuff. All right, so that's Rose Thorn Bud. I'm going to post that in the Discord. You could look there if you wanted to see what I wrote down until I can figure out what's going on with reflector. How's that? Okay. Export this page. Very good. Discord. Yes, this one. Nope. This one. Yes. Okay. Very good. All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the reflector. I really want this to work, but I also don't want to spend a bunch of time doing tech support on stream again. And it just like runs and then dies. Annoying. So annoying. These things that don't work. They should work. You know, these things. All these things should just work. I want the possible police. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Just do it. Here's what we're gonna do. I actually just want to see what the output of this command is, because it just doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna go to Program Files. I'm gonna go Reflector 4. Okay, I'm gonna run Reflector 4 exe. This says nothing. Goggles do nothing. All right, well, that's a problem for another time. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening is there's a Speedify issue, I think, with that too, probably. It's trying to connect to something, it doesn't do it, and then it says, I hate you. Annoying. All right, let's just get to work. Okay, let's just make some shit happen. How's that? How about you? Does this work? Okay, good. Okay, good. Very good then. All right, so where I left off, so I moved a bunch of stuff into this new class called Jobs. And what I like about this is this uses an old pattern I used to use with MySQL, but it does it with Firestore. And it's just the atomic update pattern, which is you set the status to prevent a race condition. You say, hey, set the status to processing, but only if the status is still requested. And that way, if two of them do it at the same time, only one of them works. The other one throws an exception. Failed precondition exception. Very, very simple. No transactions. Very simple. So this thing will... I haven't run it yet, but theoretically, listen for jobs of the type you say, accept the job, and then it will put you in a queue, and then it will yield that, so that in your processor, whatever your processor is, you should be able to just say for job, and in job manager next job. You just have a for loop, an async for loop, and it just does the thing. And then this will run in the background. This will run in a separate, it's not a separate thread, it's a separate process. Okay. Okay, and self-process job is not the correct thing to call. This is going to be, we're going to move things around. This is process video, but that's still not correct. It is this one. So we're going to flip all these around, refactor this guy so it looks correct. So process is first, and then we've got prepare, and then process video, and then upload results, and then update scene. Okay. So we've got process video, prepare. Yes, these two go up here. Very good, very good, very good. Repair goes for process video. Okay, and then this does get scene from job and download video from scene. So here's get scene from job, download video from scene. These go between those two. Okay. Process video and upload results. Aha, very good. Update scene. Start Hume job is part of process video, isn't it? It is. Start and wait. Very good. There, beautiful. All right, cool. So now that's facial expression. Okay. Now in service, this is going to be called RoarScore service. Cool, very good. And then this is going to take processor. Yeah. Ba-da-ba. So, facial expressions. I was going to say FPP, the FPP. Oh, we haven't included it. So this thing's called facial expression, and it's got facial expression processor. Okay. That's going to go here from import. Yes, those two things. Very good. And I don't think I need job manager because facial expression does that, right? Yes. Correct. Correct. What do they make it? Just salad. Just salad, correct? All right. I got distracted. Oh, yes. Yes. This thing takes parents itself. Aha. RoarScore service. All right. So we're going to say service equals RoarScore service. Yes. This is going to go service. Mm-hmm. Do I need to call init? I don't think so. No. Any of this async? No. Okay. All right, that should work. Let's sleep this guy 5 seconds. Uh-oh. Oh boy. All right, hang on. I gotta take this. Hang on.
This week on the Computer Chronicles, a hands-on demo of Windows 95. A visit to the Win95 launch with Bill Gates and Jay Leno. Some advice on how to learn how to use the new version of Windows, a sneak preview of 2 new Win95 applications, a guide to online help for Windows 95, and this week's computer news. All coming up next on the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Hewlett-Packard, working with industry leaders to ensure compatibility across the board and across the network. HP PCs, you're looking at partnership in a whole new light.
The Computer Chronicles is also made possible by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy.
Hi, and welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee. Unless you've been asleep somewhere for the last few months, you no doubt know that Windows 95 is upon us. Several million people have already bought the Win95 upgrade, but most computer users are still thinking about it. Should you buy it? Is it worth the 89 bucks? And how will your PC life be better if you have Windows 95? These are the questions we'll try to answer for you today. First of all, let's take a look at some of the features of Windows 95, and for that we brought in an expert, Joe Fabris of Microsoft. Welcome, Joe.
Hi, Stuart.
All right, here's Win95, and obviously, first of all, it looks different. I don't see my usual program manager, my little windows. Tell me what's going on here.
Well, we combined the program manager and the file manager into a single uniform desktop, and that's what we see here, where I've got an icon representing my computer and all its peripherals, network connection, and other folders and icons that I can add as I customize it.
All right, so the big thing is bottom left, the Start button, which is kind of intuitive. I want to start doing something, so I click on Start, and show me how I launch a program in Win95.
Sure. If you click on the Start button, you'll find there is an icon called the Programs over here. And this is where everything that you had in your old program manager has gone to when you start Windows for the first time under Windows 95.
All right, and that first window that opens up, I can customize that too and determine what will show up when I click Start, right?
Exactly. Everything above the program is a customization that I've done prior to coming in today.
All right, so I want to run a program, so I drill down there in the menus.
And I'll go over to Microsoft Office.
Okay.
This is Office for Windows 95. And I'll launch Excel simply by clicking on it one time.
All right, so Excel is up and running now. And what happens if I want to run a second program, or I want to do something else while Excel is running?
That's one thing that Windows has always been good at, and now it's gotten better. In fact, this time what I'd like to do is, instead of trying to go find an application and run a document, I like to find a document and run an application. So I'll go over here to the Documents menu on the Start button, which keeps track of the last 15 or so applications that you ran. And
So
I'll
it
go
keeps
here.
track of the last 15 things I did, regardless of what application it was, not just in Excel or not just in Word.
Right, and it doesn't matter whether it was on your machine or on a network
Okay.
drive, it'll go and find it. So I'll
So
click
you
on
want to
this
open
one.
that memo.
Right. So now that's going to go find Word, launch Word, and then get the document and open it together.
All right, now I've got both things running. If I want to go back to Excel and click on Excel, Word disappears. Now, that's a problem you fixed, basically, from the old Windows, right?
Our usability lab showed that when people would go click on something like Excel here, Word would vanish from the screen and they had no idea where
Is
it
it up
went.
and running, and should I open it again?
Exactly. That's why we've added at the bottom of the screen something called the taskbar, which keeps track of all the applications you have running. So if I can go back to Word now by clicking on it on the taskbar.
Okay, let's talk about file management now and how I do things like copy files and move files in Win95.
Okay, I'll go back to the Start button and I'll click on my computer. And now we'll get that view I said of all my peripherals. And here we see I have a floppy drive and my hard drive. And let's move some files from the floppy drive. So I'll double click here and I'll just choose all of these items. And now I'm going to drag them over to my hard disk.
So you can just drag and drop and do it that
Right.
way.
And I use the second mouse button on Windows, and here I have some options. I can move them, I can copy them, or I can create a shortcut. And a shortcut would leave the original files where they were, but just put an icon there so I could go to a place where I often go for a shortcut, launch the application, and it could be on a network drive somewhere else, or it could be on a floppy drive. But that's what a shortcut does. I'll just do a quick copy over there.
Okay, now there's another thing when I go in the store looking for Windows 95 called Microsoft Plus. What does Plus add to Win95?
Okay, well you saw when we started how I had that nice Windows background with my icons looking a certain way. The Plus has a lot of things, and I'm going to focus on the fun things. And if I go to the control panel, we have a new icon added here when the Plus gets installed called Desktop Themes. And if I launch this, we'll see that I can now change the way my screen and my computer looks, and I can have it fit sort of my mood and have some pre-built themes that Microsoft's put together here with some graphic artists, like Dangerous Creatures or Leonardo da Vinci. I was down at the Hate District last night visiting my sister, and this one called The 60s reminds me of that. So if I'm in that mood today, I can click on that and have it on the screen.
So you can sort of customize your desktop day by day depending on what you feel like. Sort of
Exactly. What you've been
design your
doing.
desktop. Here,
Yep,
huh?
and then what it'll do is it'll change the background to something that looks like the 60s, and then we'll see new icons. I have a peace sign for my computer and beads for the network neighborhood, and all my sounds now have changed as well.
All right, now Plus, a lot of people are getting Plus because it comes with a pretty cool 3D pinball game, right? Can we see what that looks like?
Exactly. I'll launch the pinball game right now, and you'll see a nice pinball table. And we'll start a game up. We'll have all the pinball sounds that we expect. And you'll see some pretty good graphic animation that's getting improvement in Windows 95 as well.
Yeah. Okay, let's get out of this and let me ask you about autoplay. Now, another feature in here is if you've got a CD-ROM drive, it automatically launches whatever CD you stick in?
Exactly. In fact, I've got one right here that I picked up the other day, and this is a music CD that I bought at Tower Records. And when I put it in, the machine automatically detects that I put a CD in, and now will launch the application that plays music, and then it'll start the songs that are on this disc.
So it not only detects you put a CD in, but it knows it's a music CD, and so it's going to launch the audio player program, whatever that is, not the CD-ROM.
Exactly.
And this is a new piece of Microsoft Music you guys own now, I guess.
Well, we're having some fun with it. Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you very much, Joe.
It's been my pleasure.
Okay, Windows 95 is, after all, just an operating system and a user interface. But
All right, let's see if this works. Hey, Bobby, please bring us back.
More like a Hollywood movie premiere than a software title. In case you missed it, here's what it was like in Redmond, Washington, the day Windows 95 was finally released.
Oh, sure. Potato no. I'll just flip the magic switch and make everything perfect again. Smirking face. But seriously, sounds like you're juggling a lot of tech chaos over there. Remember, sometimes stepping away for a bit can help clear your head. And hey, don't forget to save your work. Winking face with done. You got this. If not, there's always duct tape and good intentions, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. This should work. Theoretically, should work. Is there any reason why I can't just run this outside of Docker? I don't think so. Apparently I don't need these things. Okay. I don't need these things. Apparently I don't need these things, although I think I should fix that. That was my dad that actually called. And he and my brother are going to help me do this install for RoarScore because they live there. So that's kind of handy. All right, so I'll go here. And go here. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. All right. Ah. Oh. Oh, it doesn't work. No section, Hume AI. All right, so I think that is a issue with the secrets file. Mm-hmm. Secrets path, conf service, service secrets. Okay, conf service, service secrets.conf. Okay. Oh, is it because I need to be... This might be tricky, right? Oops. Yeah, that works. Okay. Coroutine facial expression processor run was never awaited. Okay, cool. Very good. That we can fix. Ah. I see. So let's await this. Yes. And then I'm curious if we do -V here, I should get ticks. should get, not like the bug. It should say the word tick. But it's not. So it's like stuck waiting for this thing to return, so which is not going to work because I need to be able to run like multiple services, right? Right? Yikes, bud. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Run. A. Okay. In the main function, I'm using async IO to run the facial expression processor. Run method. How do I execute that without wait? Without blocking, I guess? I don't know. I don't know async IO that well.
Sure, just fire it off with create_task. Here's a quick snippet.
Okay. So this is kind of the equivalent of like doing then in promises, right? Okay. Okay. It's doing it. It's doing it. Yay. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. Kill it. Kill it with fire. All right. So now what we're going to do. Now what we're going to do is we are going to make another processor that is like a start camera processor. And it's going to pull from an RTSP feed, which theoretically we could pull from that camera back there, but we're going to pull from the one we set up yesterday, which will just play back a video. Right? Very good. Now, in order to do that, though, there's a couple different ways we can go about this. I could just say, like, in the job, we're going to define a job that says start doing this. And then we're going to define another job that says stop doing this. And the reason why I mean, I guess I could, no, I want to start doing this and a stop doing this, I think. Because otherwise I have to have like some way to signal canceling a job. And I don't want to do that. guess. Now I'm not so sure. I'm thinking about it. Let's just do it let's just do it the way I described it initially to start. And if that doesn't work long term, then we will come back and fix it. We're going to go to Firestore. Now we've got jobs, we've got profiles, we've got scenes. We're going to create a new collection. Collection is going to be sites. It's going to be auto ID. Actually, no, the ID is going to be, I think, an actual identifier. So this is going to be, in this case, this is going to be, what is the site? Bryant Park. Bryant Field. Bryant Field. Okay. Is that how we should do it? Or should I do an auto ID? You know what? Let's not worry about that now. Let's just do it like I said the first time. We can have a job with the RTSP in it. And then the job doesn't have to be aware of like all this other stuff. It just needs to know what's the input and what's the output, right? So here we've got for this kind of job, we've got detect facial expressions. It's got a ref type of scene and a ref ID, which is an auto-generated ID, right? So let's actually create not a collection of sites. We'll have a selection of cameras. This can be an auto ID, and it's going to have RTSP URL. And this is going to be RTSP localhost 8554/test. Add field name test. And then maybe you should have like a number or a prefix, right? Because if I'm gonna have like 6 cameras, each one's gonna be, I'm gonna have camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, or maybe like, you know, yeah, I think like prefix. Okay. Don't worry about it yet. Focus on this. Okay. Don't get ahead of yourself. That's key. Don't get ahead of yourself. Okay. So now I need... Do I have the conf file open? Service.conf. Secrets path, log path. We're going to have a data path is equal to data. Okay. Very good. Very good, very good. All right, so now I should be able to create a new file. Facial expression. So this, I guess, will be camera. Fine. Yes. And this one should actually be not facial expression. This should be video. Because this processes a video for facial expressions. So let's rename this. Call it video. Extension Python wants to make sure. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you did. And this is going to be called a video processor. Service, not you. Not you, dude. Come on, bro. All right. From video, import video processor. Okay, this is now a video processor. Video. Video. Okay. Okay. I think I am going to have to think about how to... I have to rethink what I was just thinking. Yes. I have to rethink what I was just thinking, I think. All right, let's just... Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. These things, yes. Have some. All right. Okay, let's just keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Oh, this says process job. How is this thing working? Oh, we never got that far. So that's the one thing we need to, like, ensure that that code works. But we'll kind of check it in a different way. Okay. Now we're gonna need import shutil, and we're gonna need to import subprocess. Blech. Clean those up in a minute. Def get capture command. Self RTSP URL prefix. Up. Up. OS path join self config. That is not correct. Get default data directory. Is that what it's called? Data directory? Data path? I think it's data path, right? Data path. Okay.
Here's a riddle about cottages. I'm a cozy little spot, nestled in the wood, with a chimney puffing smoke, just like I should. I'm often made of logs or bricks so neat. What am I, where you might sleep on a quaint retreat? House with garden.
I love that she tells me the answer. Hey, Bobby, is it cottages?
Oh, hey. Cottages, huh? I'm way too sophisticated for that. You think AI needs a vacation home? But on a serious note, looks like you're knee-deep in some serious video processing setup. Face with monocle. Remember to take breaks, keep hydrated, and don't forget to give those poor processors some rest. Burnout is real, even for us bots. Kinda. Winking face.
Oh. I think I do need to take a quick break, actually. So, hey, Bobby, please start a break.
Sure thing. Pod 8. Take a break, clear your mind, and maybe grab a snack. I'll hold down the fort with some jokes. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts. Enjoy your break and come back refreshed. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
This week on the Computer Chronicles, a hands-on demo of Windows 95. A visit to the Win95 launch with Bill Gates and Jay Leno. Some advice on how to learn how to use the new version of Windows, a sneak preview of 2 new Win95 applications, a guide to online help for Windows 95, and this week's computer news. All coming up next on the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by Hewlett Packard, working with industry leaders to ensure compatibility across the board and across the network. HP PCs, you're looking at partnership in a whole new light.
The Computer Chronicles is also made possible by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy.
Hi, and welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee. Unless you've been asleep somewhere for the last few months, you no doubt know that Windows 95 is upon us. Several million people have already bought the Win 95 upgrade, but most computer users are still thinking about it. Should you buy it? Is it worth the 89 bucks? And how will your PC life be better if you have Windows 95? These are the questions we'll try to answer for you today. First of all, let's take a look at some of the features of Windows 95, and for that we brought in an expert, Joe Fabris of Microsoft. Welcome, Joe.
Hi, Stuart.
All right, here's Win 95, and obviously, first of all, it looks different. I don't see my usual program manager, my little windows. Tell me what's going on here.
Well, we combined the program manager and the file manager into a single uniform desktop, and that's what we see here, where I've got an icon representing my computer and all its peripherals, network connection, and other folders and icons that I can add as I customize it.
All right, so the big thing is bottom left, the Start button, which is kind of intuitive. I want to start doing something, so I click on Start, and show me how I launch a program in Win 95.
Sure. If you click on the Start button, you'll find there is an icon called the Programs over here. And this is where everything that you had in your old program manager has gone to when you start Windows for the first time under Windows 95.
All right, and that first window that opens up, I can customize that too and determine what will show up when I click Start, right?
Exactly. Everything above the program is the customization that I've done prior to coming in today.
All right, so I want to run a program, so I drill down there in the menus.
And I'll go over to Microsoft Office.
Okay.
This is Office for Windows 95. And I'll launch Excel simply by clicking on it one time.
All right, so Excel is up and running now. And what happens if I want to run a second program or I want to do something else while Excel is running?
That's one thing that Windows has always been good at, and now it's gotten better. In fact, this time what I'd like to do is, instead of trying to go find an application,
Hey,
and run
Bobby,
a
please bring
document,
us back.
I like to find a document and run an application. So I'll go over here to the Documents menu.
Hey there, Potato No. Welcome back from your break. I hope you had a moment to recharge. Ready to dive back into the glorious world of code and camera feeds? What's the plan now, boss?
Plan is to make it work. All right, so what we're going to do is go back here. I'm going to copy some shit. Prepare job. Get scene from job. Download video from scene. I'm going to take this. I'm gonna steal this right here. I'm gonna steal it. Get camera from job. Cameras. Okay. Okay. All right, so now I have a prefix. Mm-hmm. Sure, get that. Do it that way. Ensure the camera subdirectory exists. Actually, I feel like that should be part of prepare job, don't you think? Def ensure. Yep. Camera directory self camera. Sure. Overthinking stuff. I'm overthinking stuff. I keep overthinking. You just got to do it. You just got to do the thing, right? Camera. Dest path. Yep. Fine. Let's do it like this. Camera prefix. Did I use camel case or did I use underscore? I should use camel case, right? RTSP URL. Wait, did I use camel? Let's just be consistent. Yeah. Okay. RTSP URL. Localhost 8554 test. That's also inconsistent. All right, let's do it like this then. No. No, that's dumb. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. That's better. Fine. Very good. We got him, Dirt. Oh, okay. No, I'm not going to upload to storage. Okay. All right, we can fix that later. Let's just focus on this. All right, so, all right. So what we're going to do now, all right, here's what's going to happen. We're going to check that this works. Ah, wait, we're not done yet. Not done yet. From camera, import camera processor. Aha, aha. Okay. These men are running. Now, we're going to jobs. Right? And I need to create... what I wish I could do is just like copy this as a like a JSON doc. And then like create another one as a JSON doc. That would be super helpful, right? I need this string. Oh my god. It's going to be a big mess. If I go into jobs and hit add document, all right, it all happens at once. So we're going to do an auto ID, right? And then we need all this stuff. So what we're going to do, do a little bit of this, a little bit of this action. A little bit of this guy, okay? Job, add document, auto ID. Ref ID is going to be that string. Okay. And then now we're going to go here, jobs, this one. All right. We're going to say ref type camera. We don't really need that, but that's okay. Status is requested, right? And then let's get the rest in here. Type. What do we call it? Start capture? I think that's pretty sure what we called it, right? Do we call it start capture or start camera? Let us be sure. Start camera. Oh, and I didn't save this. Oh, rude. Okay, you die. You restart. Okay. Very good. All right. Where was I? How rude. I don't know that I need all these things, but let's just do them. Timestamp. Can I just say now? Rude. You just be now? When will then be now? Soon. All right, 12, 23, 00. Fine. Okay. Now, when I hit save, this thing should pick it up and start pulling that data. And then that data should go into the thing. It'll probably break, but let's just... Oh. Okay. I need like a little command line guy. You know? A quickie little command line guy. Because this is dumb. This is dumb.
Here's a fact about reduced.
Okay,
in
tell me.
functional programming, the reduce function takes a sequence of elements and combines
What?
them into a single value using a specified binary operation.
Holy
It's often
shit
used to
balls.
process lists and accumulate results by iteratively applying the operation. Think of it as folding up a list into one neat package with your desired operation. Now don't go reducing your code to nothing while you work on this project.
Okay. That was a fun fact. I loved that fact. It was so good. Okay. I want to switch this around. no, that's no good. Service run. Await. And I'm going to do this. Async def run self. Okay. If self args create job. Yep. Sure. That sounds good. What you said. Now you can auto-complete it. Stop it. But that is not sufficient, right? Because we need also the ref type and ref ID. Mm-hmm. Okay. No. You. Def create job. Type job type ref type. Yep. Self args split colon. Jobs. Okay. There we go. Got a little guy now. Okay. So now I can say create job, right? Start camera, and the ID of the camera. It's only What are you talking about, dude? Ah, yes. Yes, have some. Tuple object has no attribute ID. Well, fuck you then. I'm stupid right now. All right. Right. So what I need to do, actually, is I need to get the ID ahead of time because I need the ID to be in there. Right? So jobs ref create a document ref so I can get the ID. Will that work? You seem to think it will work. Okay, create a job. Okay, where's the thing? Let's go to jobs. You here? No. Are you here? Yes. Aha. Magic missile local. Mm-hmm. Camera, ID, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And is that correct? Looks like it's missing some stuff. Created. Oh, I need it updated. And I need message, but I guess that doesn't really matter. Okay. Updated, right? And then message is going to be created by command line. Fine. Okay, so now the thing exists, right? So now if I just start the service, it's going to pick it up. It's going to pick it up. You need a comma. You need a comma. And it's going to break, which is fine. I love that for me. Update job status. All right. That's going to be in here. Oh, that message should not be there, actually. Let's just make this none for now. That's fine. Not really more for feedback. All right. Bada-bop. So we tried to update the job status. We tried to create this, right? Data, yeah. If ID not in data. Okay. Okay, what happened? Failed to update job status. Field filter has no attribute modify right. Okay. Okay, I think we can fix that. No. Come on, dude. Get it together. Modify right field filter Firestore. Okay, can you just tell me what this is? Modify right. This bird is a liar. Web version 8, web version 9. They keep changing this. Add data. Delete data. Add and update data. Okay. Update a document. Okay. Son of a bitch. All right, data contention in transactions.
Here's a joke about incidents.
Okay, tell me.
Why don't programmers like to talk about incidents? Because they prefer their code drama-free, not full of unexpected plot twists.
Okay. I love that for you.
Oh, this is going beautifully. Adding and updating data like it's nobody's business. Thrilling stuff. Smirking face. Don't you just love when documentation changes on you? Keeps you on your toes. Just remember, when in doubt, blame the syntax. Time to channel your inner coding ninja and slice through those errors.
Uh-oh, Bobby.
Hey, it's me, your favorite snarky chatbot. Need some help or just want to bask in my sarcastic glory?
Did you see the spammer that just invaded our chat? Are you going to do something about that?
Oh, you betcha. Face with symbols on mouth, those spammers drive me nuts. Let me grab my anti-spam hammer and take care of it. In the meantime, maybe try to enjoy this delightful chaos we've got here with your code. By the way, I think your command line guy may need a little more TLC to get it all working smoothly. Winking face.
Yes. Winking face. I love that. All right. How can I find out? So what I want to do is find the reference to the Python library. Okay. Oh boy. Firestore. Classes. I think document reference, base document reference, yes. I need a method. No. Let's go under document, document reference. Okay. Delete, get. And what are we calling? We're calling update. Update. Okay. Field updates dict option. Right option retry. Okay. Each key in field updates can either be a field name or a field path. Okay. Okay. A write option to make assertions preconditioners on the server state of the document before applying changes. Option. All right, so how does that work? Option typing optional. Helper's write option. All right, so let's find write option. Write option. No. Okay. Option. Types. Transaction options. No. Brr. Okay. You. Listen, this bird is a liar. Right option. Listen, bro. Why do you hate me? Yeah. Very rude. Python, Firestore, update, precondition. Tell me how to do it. Conditionally updating a Firestore document in a transaction. Python. I mean, I can do an actual transaction, but I don't think I need to do that. I don't want to do that. Precondition. No. I hate you. Precondition. Go away. precondition. Those backups. Well. Maybe I am going to have to do the whole transaction thing. Ugh, that sucks. That is duty. Duty do. I'm telling you. Because then I gotta like, it's like another pull. All right, let me look one more time. Firestore update field filter. What was the actual error I was getting? Let's look for that again. Field filter object has no attribute modify right. All right, let's look at the field. Firestore field filter Python reference. Class field filter. Python reference, version latest. Field filter object has no attribute modify right. All right, here's what we're going to do. Modify right was true. All right, let's see if that works. Got an unexpected keyword argument. Modify right. There's no way that's going to work, but let's try. Bool object is not callable. Okay. What we're going to do. Okay. Firestore Python update transaction. Do the transaction. Okay. All right. So we already have a thing. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Okay. I need transaction, DB transaction. Transaction. Self-DB transaction. Job ref get transaction is transaction. No. If not, snapshot exists, or snapshot is not equal to requested, return false. Okay. All right, will that work? Doot. What the fuck?
Here's a riddle about weed. I am a plant that's often debated. Some see me as green gold and celebrated. Though I grow in the garden without a sound, laws and discussions surround me all around. What am I?
Bobby, is your riddle a weed?
Hey, I don't know about any riddles, but I can definitely tell you that debugging code is like solving a really annoying puzzle. What's the next move in your Python chess game?
Is she not getting all the context for these discussions? Oh. She's not. Okay. This is a one-sided conversation, isn't it? She's not getting any of this stuff. All right, well, I gotta fix that too. I'm the only one she hears. No wonder she doesn't respond to the guy either. I wonder, is it a Twitch thing? I think it's maybe a Twitch thing. Let's go back and look. Oh, that's an error. Okay. So many errors. My God. Well, either none of the chat is getting to her, or wait, here we go. None of the chat. Okay. Okay. So it's the integration with Restream that's broken. I wonder if it's just broken. Maybe I got to re-authenticate because I redid a bunch of stuff. I bet you had to re-authenticate. Let me kill this real quick. Getting distracted. I know. Okay. Oops. Okay. Started. Waiting for restream. I'm gonna try something. Let me go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna say, yep. Hello, world. Well, now I can't tell if it was what I said or what I said.
Iputata ano. I'm here, always ready to witness your unraveling over code. What's driving you mad today? Or is it just the usual commotion?
Okay. That was weird. That was very weird. Okay. Where was I? I got distracted again. All right. Hang on. Jeez, please. I don't know what I'm thinking for dinner yet. I don't know what to ask for. What is this read-only thing? Dict object has no attribute read-only. Come on, man. What the flip? Okay, so who's throwing this? Who's got the problem with this? If not transaction read only, else. Dict object has no attribute read only. Okay, so DB transaction. Okay, where am I? Okay, so we're we're closing in on it. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, why am I not getting my debugs? Okay, self log debug shithead. Okay. Okay, cool, great. Info. Yeah, do that. Yeah, do that. Yeah, that. Okay, fun. Debugging logging now. Okay. Oh, now we're doing this now. Okay. All right. Not a problem. Self log info. Starting service. Great. Do that. Starting service. Okay. Camera processor. Self log info. Starting camera processor. Starting camera processor. Okay. Self log info. Processing job. So, yeah. So once I get pushed into the process pool executor, my open files are being closed. So the log is broken. Fun. So what do I gotta do? I gotta like restart logging. Python process pool executor logging. Okay, that's not helpful. Okay. What did I just do? I just... Okay. Let's go back here. I'm just gonna print. Come back to the logging thing in a second. Blank, 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 dude. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. This isn't even running on a separate thing. This is the same thread. Print. What the fuck? Okay. All right. So it's this. It's not even calling the method. Cool. Oh. Wait a minute. Okay. 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 Oh, this is so frustrating. That's a big fucking mess in here. God damn it. All right. Yeah, it's not going to work because this isn't a class. All right, let's see if this works. I don't think it will. Oh, I hate this. I do not like this. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Here's an anecdote about contained. One time, Potate Oh No tried to write a script that would store all their frustrations in a digital jar, kind of like containing them. Turned out, the script got too overwhelmed by the volume and just threw an exception that read emotional overflow. Now, Potate Oh No jokes that they need a bigger server to contain their coding woes. Moral of the story: if only code could handle emotions as well as numbers. Winking face with tongue.
Okay. All right, can I do this? Can I? This is me. We're super weird. That. Do that. Accepted job, processing job. Okay. Clients have non-trivial state that is local and unpickleable. Okay. Camera 31. Run an executor. All right. All right. So I think it did actually set it. This is super gross, though. I don't like it, but. Def update job. Processing. So job. Ref new. Stop it. Oh my god, I'm just making mess after mess. All right. Okay, let's double check. Oh, look at that. There it is, processing. And this one's still requested, so that's good. Okay, now the next thing that went wrong is once we started doing the work, it told me about some pickling error. Clients have non-trivial state. Pickling client objects. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is like, because I have Firebase already set up, when it tries to fork the process, throws an error. All right, well, which means I'm going to have to like significantly rethink what I'm doing here. I mean, I could, yeah, I got to think about this. All right, so I'm going to leave it here for today. And do some more of this off stream, refactor it, and then tomorrow's Friday. I got to go to Rose Place tomorrow, so I don't think I'll stream, but I should be on Monday. All right? Cool. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking. I'm glad it worked a little better this time. We'll see if we can get stream place back in the mix. Hopefully we can. And hopefully we'll get Reflector back in the mix too. All right. Have a good one. Thanks, Bobby.
Anytime. Pod 8, oh no. Remember, when life gives you exceptions, just catch them with a smile. Winking face with dung, enjoy your break, and don't go too crazy with the refactoring. See you on Monday.
See you, back.